To show you today some plants in their current state as we come out of spring. It's June 5th, and what we're looking at here is super blue. This is a little comfort for those of you who have super blue out there. It's not uncommon for super blue to come out of the winter looking like this, kind of rough, and you wonder whether the plant's dying or not. We didn't prune these plants in the fall because of the second bloom. But it's important to be patient with them as we go towards summer. We'll come back to this plant in a couple of weeks and you'll see that a lot of these rough areas have recovered. If it looks like the area is dead, we will prune it out, but our approach with super blue is to be patient and see what the warmer weather brings on. These plants have improved significantly in the last week where we've had some warm weather, and some of them are starting to show buds. So be patient with your super blue. Example here on June 5th. This is a Hidcoat English lavender. In our last video, you saw us doing a quick prune on these plants. You can see a lot of this gray material will fall off as the plant continues to grow and move into bud. These are very healthy plants. They're 3 years old. And let's look at it again in 2 or 3 weeks, and you'll see that the plant's really transformed itself in response to the warmer weather. Hidcoat. This is our flagship French lavender plant. It's called Phenomenal, and it is phenomenal in a lot of ways. One, it's provides the greatest oil yield when we distill it, and we use a lot of phenomenal oils in our products. But it's a lovely, large, long-stemmed, very fragrant plant. It is the most sensitive plant we have here really to winter, which is why we cover our Phenomenal going into winter, like in late October. You can see here we've got a little bit of winter spoilage on it. We'll prune this off, these dead leaves. June 5th, you look at this plant again in a month, it'll grow in size by probably 40%. These are enormous plants when they're in bloom in the summer right now. Like, it's really magnificent, really fragrant. And don't be surprised if your plants have a little bit of this. This will go away over the course of the next 2 or 3 weeks. If we don't pull it out or prune it, it'll naturally fall off as the plant continues to grow. Here we have, it's June 5th again. Here we have 3-year-old Melissa. These weren't covered this winter, and this is in a harsh area for the winter climate on the farm because the wind blows in from that direction. So sometimes we get a little burn on that side of the plant. But as you can see, this plant is set up beautifully for the summer. These will be as large as you will see for a Melissa. Nice pinkish white lavender with the highest oil yield of any English lavender we have on the farm. So your Melissa should look like this. We don't do any special treatment for this, no winter cover, nothing else other than the pruning in late August. This is the last plant on our tour. It's June 5th, and this is a healthy 3-year-old Royal Velvet. You can notice, if you look closely, a similarity between Royal Velvet and Melissa. They were developed by the same farmer out in Oregon back in the late 80s. Very reliable plant. We don't do anything to protect them from the winter. We do prune them at the end of August and set them up so that they go dormant. Let's look at this plant again in a couple weeks. You'll see a interesting mixture of density, but also reasonably long stems for a English lavender plant. Royal Velvet.